Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Michael from Northern Virginia, based in Fairfax. I was your 2024 Conservative Campaign Manager for United States Congressional candidate Jerry Torres in District 8, which includes all of Alexandria, Arlington, and parts of Fairfax County, such as Lorton, Mount Vernon, Fort Belvoir, Franconia, Fort Myer, Ingleside, Mason Neck, Bailey's Crossroads, Kingstown, North and South Springfield, Mosby, Jefferson Manor, Annandale, Falls Church, and McLean. I'd like to just thank everybody who voted for Jerry and came out and volunteered or put up yard signs, including aiding us with the events and going out door to door and speaking to voters as we handed out literature and discussed their concerns. These things are priceless and create stronger communities while getting the conservative message out to voters. And one thing that I have learned is that Northern Virginians on the conservative side do messaging the best because we go about it in a positive light. And we understand that before any political ideology or party, that there are the universal principles of the rule of law, such as traditional law and higher moral virtues. And it's these things that people from all different backgrounds, whether they realize it still or not, have lived with for thousands of years. But just until recently, the Democrats have been removing morals from our society, and they've done it for consolidation of power, special interests, and money. And so we as a society need to start informing people that once they have that North Star back in their life, when they're able to follow these traditional principles because strong leadership is enforcing these traditional laws and instilling in the community outside the importance of morality and virtues and religion, people will have that center and not be confused in their life, and they won't be moving into these radical ideologies and lifestyles, which has led to, in my opinion, the collapse of our society and economic problems. So again, it's going to get back into this traditionalism, these virtues, the morality, the laws, providing a North Star, and there's nothing radical about what we are doing, because we want that as a core while we have an advanced society and our economy moves forward and we provide life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for our citizens while remaining a republic and an indirect democracy. So we need to get that messaging across. And, it's not just about providing people with the free stuff and all of the incentives and the subsidies, because we can't have a small segment of our society, or even just half, living well while the rest of our country is not safe, there's not enough quality of life, and our infrastructure begins to collapse because of the high debt load in our society. So we're going to need to make sure that we bring our messaging to the entire state of Virginia and then the nation, so people understand that we are actually the party of freedom and that North Star, if you will. I'd like to just tell you briefly about what I am going to be doing and why we are asking for your donation. As you know, we have the Democrats in power in Richmond in the House and the state Senate, and they have proposed 3 constitutional amendments to legalize abortion, same-sex marriage, and voting rights for felons. There is the possibility that we will have a Democrat governor elected next year. Right now, there is a primary going on in the Democrat Party for, a few candidates. And on our side, with Winsome Sears, so far she remains unchallenged. One of the things that we would like to do is get signatures for a new potential candidate. His name is David LaRock. He was a 5-time member of the Virginia House of Delegates, and he's decided to start gathering signatures for his petition. And I am looking for 400 people that would like to sign that position. And if you are interested, please contact us and we will witness it for you. I think it's important to have right now an engaging debate and a primary so people can get involved and hear more about our conservative principles, while strengthening the resolve of our candidates, sharpening their character, and advancing different ideas. We can't just, let it go easy. Democrats understand the importance of power, and that's why they're competing heavily for that position as governor. We need to do the same here during the primary and then support whoever wins. So what we're asking for you to do is, if you can go to our website and please donate whatever you can so we can start building this community and this organization. And the Centillion National Group will be focusing on all different elections in the state, other states, including in the midterms next year, and then nationally, by doing all of the similar campaign management operations that we did for the Torres campaign, from digital marketing to field operations and broadcasting in a strategic way with the right messaging. And you can go to our website by visiting the Give, Send, Go page. You'll see a link to our website there at properrevisionforamerica.org. But the Give, Send, Go page is the first place to go to. And we're asking if you can donate whatever you can. It doesn't matter the amount. We have some suggested amounts there. And if you can please sign up for updates at the same time, because we will be providing those, including some events. And so we'd like to build a community and take this idea of the right type of messaging of Northern Virginians through our campaign organization and win across the nation. The final part of our other project has to do with artificial intelligence. We are going to be creating a app that will focus on politics, history, and other topics of general education as a specialization that will include independent sources of information. Because what I've noticed with the big data AI companies is they go for the easiest available information on the internet, such as the Wikipedia, mainstream news, big government websites, and corporate websites, and they leave out a lot of independent sources, and sometimes there's just outright censorship. So we want to give a platform for an AI application that does not censor and is free speech oriented, to enable people to decipher the information and decide for themselves what to believe and how to believe. But we want to be able to better shape that by incorporating that information from independent sources of information. Because if we're continuing to still see bias and censorship, as we've seen with our government, filtered into our corporate AI systems that have been intertwined, because there are a lot of special interests that have gotten used to working with the government and bending the knee to the censorship narrative, then that's going to be problematic for the future of our country. And the future generations and the people today are still going to be fed a lot of false narratives and information, and we can't have that. So I want to just, again, encourage everybody to go to our Give, Send, Go page. So this will enable us to work on this daily, which is very important for our society. And don't forget to subscribe to the updates. If you have any questions, please contact us, because we are always interested in hearing what you actually think, and we can incorporate that feedback into what we are doing. So thank you again. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us, and I look forward to speaking to you in the not too distant future.